freshman tonight?
We always
They played like freshmen. They played really well at times, played really hard at times, and then they took plays off and weren't very assertive. Got very careless with the ball. Forgot their assignments. Played 1-3 with a chaser, which I've never seen. Instead of 1-3-1. We survived.
Coach, can you talk about how the press affected you guys, especially in the second half?
It wasn't the press, it was us. We just got very, very nonchalant and very complacent, and we just didn't come get the ball. I think it started when Jabari had really the whole sideline and threw a lob pass that got intercepted, and that kind of started and got them going. When we looked up the floor, we were fine.
Coach, you were talking earlier about the freshmen, inconsistencies. They can be up, down. Tonight seemed kind of like a roller coaster in some instances where they would have good plays and then turn around and make a dumb play. I'm just wondering, as a coach, how do you deal with this roller coaster effect, and is this something, that could go on for a while?
I hope it doesn't go on for a while. Justin, here's the truth. We don't get out-rebounded 37-24 by anybody.
Right.
And that's ridiculous. And to have the size that we have and not rebound the ball is ridiculous. They just beat us to the ball. They were more aggressive on the ball. We just didn't do a very good job. We can't put people on the line 30 times. And us go 17. And we're heavy.
Right.
And they're pressing. So, the foul disparity we can't have. I told them in there, we shot 59%. I don't think we've ever shot 59% in the 5 years I've been here, and struggled to win. But it's because we didn't rebound the ball, because we didn't take care of the ball. The two things that we've done really, really well here for 4 years is we've rebounded the ball, and we've taken pretty good care of the ball. Our assist to turnover ratio has always been one of the best in the Big East. Our rebounding margin has always been one of the best in the Big East. And those things, that bothers me, because I don't care what you are. You can block a guy out. You may not be able to get the rebound, but you can block a guy out. And we got a guy who can go get it. KJ will go get it. He needs help, but he can go get it.
How do you work on that rebounding thing? Because it was even in
the
exhibition.
No, it looked like we had 4 seals out there. You know what I mean? You ever see a seal with a ball batted around? Yeah, that's what it looked like. We just got to work at it harder. That's all. It's just there's so many things to work on. That's what I tried to tell you guys the other day. Like, what'd you work on? Well, we got to do everything. We had to work on press breaker, obviously. Probably didn't, I don't know if we worked on it enough. But it's not conceptually what we do, because we've done the same thing for 30 years. It's been pretty good. It's the guys doing it.
Right.
And that's what I tell them. You can't not do right. You have to catch the ball and look up the floor. If you catch the ball and keep your back turned, why wouldn't everybody run up? And now they got more people than what you have. It's a pretty simple concept, really. Look up the floor. Gary looked up the floor, we shot a layup. Dennis looked up the floor, and Truck had a 3-on-1. Lost the ball, but had a 3-on-1. Those are pretty simple concepts. The concept of pivot in the direction that the guy goes to block him out, that's pretty simple. We just don't do it all the time. And I knew we'd have a hard time guarding the ball, which we did. We're getting better at it. The good thing is I think we'll have one of the top 5 schedules in the country. The bad thing is we're going to have one of the top 5 schedules in the country. we gotta find a way to win. You know, if we can win with this schedule, then we'll be in great shape.
Dennis and his rebounding, that's something you've been working.
Who's that?
Dennis, and it's something you've always been working with him on, and just.
Yeah, you got 3 more than Jerry Statue today.
Yeah.
We don't rebound. KJ gets exactly 1/3 of them now.
Right.
Yeah, 1/3 of our rebounds. Exactly 1/3. We can't do that. We just can't do that. I don't know.
All that.
Chuck forced
Sorry.
some things early. You know, Chuck's got to be assertive. He's got to be aggressive, but he can't force things.
All that negative being said, the first 10 minutes or so, about as well as you can expect this team to play this early in the season?
The what now?
The first 10 minutes or so of the game?
I thought the first 10 minutes of the second half we played pretty well. I didn't the first 10 minutes of the game. I mean, we had a 3-on-0 and double dribbled. I thought we played pretty well first. I don't know if it's 10, maybe 8. The second half we played pretty well.
You talked about a little bit about the interior defense. It seemed like there were some struggles. Denny was having trouble covering Morrison.
Who?
Morrison.
Who was having a hard time?
Dennis.
No, Dennis didn't have him. Dennis had a hard time guarding whoever it was because they played off the bounce. Pat had a hard time. Just got to keep getting better. Dennis is way, way, way better than what he was. But we need Dennis to be more consistent. Dennis can't be up and down because I'm afraid the freshmen are going to be up and down, and he can't be up and down.
Was there any similarities this year in your first year? You're teaching a new system. Those guys had played college basketball. You guys haven't.
If I had Darius Nichols right now, I'd feel a lot better. Actually, if I had Darius and Alex, I'd feel a lot better.
Anything else?
Aaron Brown, coach, I know he's looked as a defensive specialist coming in, hit a couple big threes for you. Do you expect him to be able to do that at times and not just be a defensive guy?
Yeah, I mean, he's maybe our second best perimeter shooter. None of them understand how hard this is. This isn't YMCA. This isn't AAU. You know, this isn't high school. They don't understand how hard it is. And I'm afraid sometimes they come to practice to get through it. They don't come to practice to get better. And we've kind of turned it up on them a little bit. You know, my patience is starting to wear a little thin. But we survived.
Even given all the negatives you've been listing, though, happy with the effort, happy with what you've seen from practice, and
we have very inconsistent effort. I'm happy with it at times, and then there's times when we are so nonchalant, so laid back, so. I've told them, you know, the hard thing is that the precedent here has been set that we're going to bust you in the mouth. You know, we're going to come out and play hard, man. We're going to take things away from you. We're going to rebound the ball. And if you don't come and match our intensity level, then you're going to have a hard night. They didn't do that. They didn't have anything to do with that. And they don't understand that. And so they don't understand they're going to get everybody's best shot. Because everybody knows how hard we're supposed to play. Not how hard we do play, how hard we're supposed to play.
Coach's team's had some special moments over the last few years. I'm just kind of wondering what a 10 a.m. game kind of fits in with.
Gives you the rest of the day off. Probably know where to find you if I need you. It's TV, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's TV. It's 24 hours of basketball.
You couldn't push for the
We haven't
4
played
a.m.
on ship
game?
yet either. You know?
You couldn't push for the 4 a.m. game? Or?
That was was the slop.
Thanks, Coach.